Welcome back to the One Channel, still enjoying live content for Black Desert after 10 years. My name's Teddy, and the new Edania Matchlock Hunting zones are out with brand new animals to hunt for silver, trophies, and buffs for hunting and combat. If you've been waiting for more hunting zones like me, the wait is finally over, but was it worth it? I don't know, but get your hunting gear ready. It's time to find out. If you find this short guide helpful, leave a like, hype this up, and it's time to head out to start hunting out in Edania. After a few years of the same Matchlock Hunting zones, Pearl Abyss has finally added 4 different hunting zones spread out around Edania. First off, we have the rock elephants found here in the new rock elephant zone south of the Great White Spot. These are a little harder to kill like the grass rhinos, but offer a decent amount of experience to level and a nice list of hunting drops. The main rewards are going to be the breath of end times used to craft a new hunting furniture, the rock elephant meat for cooking, elephant hide, rock elephant blood for alchemy, a stuffed elephant head needed for the trophy, a manor stuffed rock elephant, and finally the rock elephant tusk also used for the trophy. Next up, we have the Cliffside Mountain sheep here south of the Sanctified Mercy. These goats also drop the breath of end times, lamb meat for cooking, a stuffed Cliffside Mountain sheep head, the manor stuffed Cliffside Mountain sheep, and lastly the Cliffside Mountain sheep horn also used for furniture. Heading up north to the Platera Mountains, we have the coral stoneback crabs. Not only do these drop the breath of end times, but also the coral pieces, rusculus coral for the breathing Vidir crystals, silver ore, rough stone, coral crystals, the manor stuffed coral stoneback crab, and lastly, the Nifamare stong used for the furniture. Finally, we have the golden leaf snake south of the Tannenbaum Castle here. These also drop the breath of end times, snake meat, Caphra's essence for alchemy, the stuffed golden leaf snake head used for the trophy, a manor stuffed golden leaf snake, the gilded leaf needed for the furniture, and lastly, the golden leaf snake scale. Each of the new Matchlock Hunting zone has a chance to spawn the new Edania energy, which will help deal massive damage toward any of the hunting animals, and there's a small chance to summon any of the new hunting bosses for higher loot at the risk of higher damage. As for an added bonus, the Belladonna elephant out in Navarre Steppe in Kama Sylvia has a small chance of dropping the hunting trophies when gathering. The coral crabs here out in the Still Coral Cove, and also the cliffside goats can also be gathered around Edania for a small chance of getting the hunting heads or bodies if your hunting mastery is lower than gathering, but it won't be a replacement for hunting itself. If you're curious on the money that can be made, don't worry. Each drop has their own value either on the central market or by selling to a vendor. Starting off, the breath of end times used for the breath imbued furniture has a min price of 3.6 mil and a max of 27 mil when listed on the central market. The gilded leaf for the normal furniture goes for 1 mil on the low end and a max of 4 mil each on the central market. The Nifamare song has the same min price of 1 mil and a max of 4 mil when listing. The Cliffside Mountain sheep horns cannot be listed on the central market, but it can be vendored for a total of 15 mil. The golden leaf snake scale also cannot be listed on the central market, but it can be vendored for 15 mil each. The rock elephant tusk is the last one that cannot be listed on the central market, but can be vendored for another 15 mil. Finally, for the new elephant meat, it can be listed on the central market for a low of 1,270 silver and a max of 25.5k, while the blood goes for 1.4k min price and a max of 29.3k. With these two being used for cooking and alchemy, I highly suggest taking a look at the price of the other substitutes to either save money listing or when using during crafting. Moving on to the trophies, each trophy not only has different buffs to apply, but can also be sold for even more money if you're lucky enough to find and or craft any. The normal stuffed rock elephant heads give plus 11 to all damage reduction, the breath imbued gives plus 15 to all damage reduction, the manor version gives plus 70 to max HP, and finally, the manor breath imbued gives plus 100 to max HP. The normal golden leaf head gives plus 6 extra AP against players and human mobs. The breath imbued applies a higher plus 9, while the manor normal head gives plus 15 to all evasion, and the breath imbued manor head gives plus 20. The cliffside goat head applies plus 14 to all accuracy, the imbued gives plus 20, the normal manor head however gives plus 11 to all AP, and the manor breath imbued cliffside goat head applies plus 20 to all AP. If you're a life skiller like me, we get the normal manor stuffed crab applying plus 70 hunting mastery, and the breath imbued gives plus 100 to hunting mastery. Both the normal and manor version stuffed head can be listed on the central market for a low price of 17.5 mil and a high price of 350 mil each. Both versions of the breath imbued can be listed for a low end of 25 mil each, then a high of 500 mil. Each trophy can be made using one head, 50 breadth of end times, and one of the animal's material like the tusks or scale, for example, using processing. Keep in mind though, each buff will only last 3 hours. If you're still having trouble crafting each, I suggest taking a look at the crafting notes and searching which trophy to get the recipes for each. Guild versions can then be made to increase the durability while also allowing others to use the buff if they need to, but requires whichever furniture you're using, the Breath of the Resentment from Black Shrine bosses, Guild Essence of Fury from completing guild missions, and the guild furniture crafting permits bought from the guild shop for 10 mil each. After the trophies, we can finally talk about the furniture we now can craft over at Owl's Revelation 2 Furniture Workshop. The Pearl of Emerald Tides can be made using 50 coral pieces, 50 resplendent obsidian, 10 moonlight opal, a golden pearl, and 10 of the Nymphomere Song. The Mermaid Fountain statue can be made using 100 sturdy snow white stone, 100 coral jade ingots, 100 jade coral ingots, 50 blue crystals, 20 pure platinum crystals, and finally 20 of the Nymph Song. A wall-mounted mermaid fountain statue is made using 50 snow white stone, 50 jade coral ingot, 50 translucent crystal, 20 pure mithril crystals, and lastly, the 20 nymph songs. The manor caphras tree can be made using 100 caphras tree plywood, 100 caphras tree sap, 50 polished stone, 25 essence of nature, and 15 gilded leaf. The final manor furniture is the Divine Tree of Crimson Root made using 100 caphras plywood, 100 old tree bark, 50 polished stone, 25 pure platinum crystals, and 20 gilded leaf. All these are purely cosmetic and don't provide a buff, but at least we can use the older materials that are rarely touched or even remembered. And there you go, the new Edania hunting zones with a chance to make a decent amount of money, buffs, or just nice furniture for both the normal residents, manor, or guild manors. Like with all the other hunting trophies and just about anything being sold on the central market, the money you can make is dependent on your region and all the drops are RNG, so if you're not getting any, no, it's not bugged, and no, you probably won't instantly get ahead. You could, but just remember, it's all RNG even after the mastery is applied. I hope this helps you start heading out to Matchlock Hunt the new Edania hunting mobs, or at least gives you an idea on what you could get. If you're still looking to get into hunting or just power leveling to jump out here, be sure to check out my guide on Matchlock Hunting, either in the top corner, or I'll leave a link down in the description below. With all of that out of the way, it's back to looking for a job to put the fries in the bag. If you want to see more life skilling content for Black Desert, be sure to check out the channel for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Keep hunting out there, everyone.